Hi there, this is Bridget from the Planner Speechy. Welcome. Today I am going to be planning for the remainder of the first week of May in my planner using this pink planner shop kit. I think it's called Magical Home. I don't know if it's available anymore. If it is, I will link it down below. It is Harry Potter, the Burrow themed. I just thought this was really cute. I will be recovering this week from surgery, so I have no idea like how exciting this week is going to be, but I thought this would be good to like coziness and all of that. So I did print this myself, so if there's any like jagged edges or funny things, like that's why. So this is the art. I love it. I think it's super cute. It's very whimsical and light. This is a really funky pattern too, which is really fun. So we got some mauves, purples, greens, and blues. Don't really associate this with the burrow, but that's okay. And then these are really fun. The blue powder is cute. I like all the purples. It's nice. Of course, there were more sheets. I didn't print everything. I do have some extras though. I have some extra labels, some extra patterned little things, some really cute icons, and this extra color, which I think I might try and use actually, because I think it'd be really pretty. So I also have this really fun foiled bundle from Scribble Prints Co. It's the Wizard bundle in silver. There's a little ASMR for you. So this bundle comes with some really fun headers. I don't know how these are going to look like when you put them down, but should be interesting. So we've got like Harry Potter face and little owls. So I think this will be kind of cute. And then you have one scene box there. And we have some underlays here in just silver, and then some scripts. I think this is her old format, and then we have some really fun, these are super cute. These are like the extra headers, some really, really cute deco. And then look at the fun washi. So I think this is gonna be really fun to put together. And I love it. So let's get into it. I'm gonna try and talk through this, but if I can't, I will speed things up. Just to let you know. Okay. And I am filming this at about 5:30 in the afternoon, so I am losing the light, unfortunately, but so let's see. I need this, I don't need these. I need this, don't need that, don't need that. Definitely need this. And I might need this at some point for the deco. So we will just do that. All right, so I have, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, perfect. There were like fashion people that came with this, but I just I wasn't like super excited about it, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna start with this page here and I'll do the headers first. So now we can kind of talk about Harry Potter. So full disclosure, I do not agree with anything J.K. Rowling says. I think what she has done to the trans and LGBTQ community is revolting, okay? I just want to put that off right at the top. And some people have banned Harry Potter from their lives outright, and I respect that choice. I don't think it's necessarily something I'm going to do though, because I can disassociate like what she's written with everything else. I don't know if I'm going to watch the new show. I do love John Lithgow though, and I will basically watch anything he's in. So that's kind of where we're going with this. But, you know, John has talked about the gay community, and he's in support of the gay community. So I don't think that they represent, like, he has the same opinions as J.K. Rowling. So just putting that right off there, off the bat. And somebody has been downvoting my videos. I don't know who it is, but I mean, I guess it's good that people are taking the time to watch and listen. But if you are downvoting my videos, please know that every single downvote is considered an engagement. So thank you. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do. Okay, so I am a millennial. I started reading Harry Potter when I was in 6th or 7th grade. My mother is a children's librarian, so she was actually on the Harry Potter train way ahead of me. She was like, Bridget, you have to read this series. I think you'll love it. And me being rebellious of my mother, being like, well, no, I'm not going to read it because you just told me to read it. Which I have to say, of all the things my mother has been right about in life, that I was like completely, you know, eating my words, that's probably the biggest one. That she was very, very right. So sorry, Mom. I don't know if my mom watches these videos, but I sort of doubt it. But anyway, yeah, so I started reading Harry Potter when I was a kid, as the books were coming out. And you have to remember that at the time, we didn't have like the internet the way kids have the internet today. We didn't have smartphones. We didn't have social media. We just kind of had AOL and newspapers and TV shows, and that was kind of it. We had computer games, but like we were not, you know, chatting and online IMing was not really a thing. So, but yeah, it was kind of a cool thing to do this. And he wasn't my homeroom teacher, but one of the homeroom teachers in 6th grade, his name was Tony Saul. He used to read Harry Potter aloud to his class. And so he was reading the books as they were coming out. And he was basically like the arbiter of the trend. So that was kind of fun. My favorite book personally is The Prisoner of Azkaban. And it is said to be many other people's favorites as well. I'd love to know in the comments. And then there's lots of different camps of fandoms, right? There's the Harry Potter books fandom. Then there's the Harry Potter movies franchise fandom. Then there's the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them fandom. And then there's also, that is really crooked. It looks to me. I can't tell how it is, but it is. There's all these different like factions and fandoms, and one of my friends, when she said she was going on a date, one of the first questions she would always ask was, what house do you see yourself in? Which is kind of funny. And then somebody answered her and said, oh, I'm a house curious. I think I'm in this house and this house. And I was like, house curious? Okay. Anyway, I actually, back in the day, before I met my husband, actually the last guy I dated before I met my husband, turned out to be a professional Quidditch player. Colgate actually started a Quidditch community where they turned it into a real sport that people could play and compete against. And it was like wild to me that even existed. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of crazy. But I have been to Harry Potter, the Wizarding World. I've never been to London, so I've never seen the originals. But I did go to the Harry Potter experience in New York fairly recently with my mom, and we did like, they had this whole like VR situation, and it made her really sick and dizzy, and it was like very disorienting. But it was kind of cool. It wasn't, you know, I think it was a little expensive for what it was. So, but we did go to Harry Potter World. I think the last time I was there was 2018, so it's been a minute. And I know they've since added all these other buildings, and they've created all these other worlds, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's a fun experience. And I do really like all of the different editions and books they've come out with since. I mean, Scholastic has really been milking it as much as possible. And then I used to work at Bloomsbury, which is the original publisher of Harry Potter. And so I worked at Bloomsbury USA though, not the UK Bloomsbury. Still an amazing place. Lovely people work there. But Harry Potter was kind of our bread and butter until Sarah J. Maas came along. But essentially, yeah, that was kind of fun because we got all these fun editions of Harry Potter in our offices that were translated into different languages. I actually have Harry Potter in Irish, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, that's like book-wise. The third one was my favorite. Movie-wise, I'm sorry. I really liked the last movie and the third movie. But I think the direction of Chris Columbus really launched the franchise in the best way possible. So, okay. Next is I have to figure out where I want to put stuff. I think I want to do like that. And I'm literally going to use all of it, so it doesn't really matter. I guess where I put the scene matters the most. I think what I'll do is I'll start here and just do the scene. So, yeah. If I could live anywhere in a Harry Potter universe, it would be at the Burrow. I think the Burrow is a very cozy, warm place. I love the idea of having a big family. I was an only child, so I would love to have a gajillion redheaded brothers and sisters. I just think that would be fun. But yeah, let's see. We'll do, I guess, top, bottom. Let's do it like that. I like this little puff. Can't remember the name of it though, but super cute. Fun fact about me, I thought that Hermione was pronounced Hermanine, which doesn't even make sense if you're reading it out loud. But I definitely thought that her name was Hermione. So there you go. Right, so actually I need to do it like this. We'll do Floo powder, then the owl, Hedwig, but no, that's not Hedwig. That's what was their name? Oh my gosh, see, I'm already failing at Harry Potter trivia. And let's do the books. I like these book stacks. Although this, whatever this food thing is, looks kind of gross, but charm your cheese. So freaking cute. Okay. And then we'll put these guys on the bottom. And this is always the toughest because I feel like the lines don't help me at all. I'm kind of surprised that Gross Press would have the lines like this because most people who are buying these inserts and doing memory planning don't use they use the lines like this. And so, I don't know. I would rather have like lines for where I want them to go. I forgot to use this. Sugar. Oh well. Okay. I'll use this. I like this green though. I won't be sad about it. All right. And I really like this cereal. It's so cute. Okay, we'll do... I guess this was technically a scene and I broke it up. But I love when you can do that. That's kind of cool to me. It just speaks to the flexibility of this kit, which I think is so smart. Okay. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. Hermione. My husband's favorite character is Ron, just because he thinks that Ron is like everyone, and he's kind of right. And I don't disagree. He thinks that like everyone needs to get off of Harry Potter's behind and leave Harry alone. And one of my favorite quotes that my husband has ever said, where we were watching all the movies. He's never read the books, but he said, I just killed a giant snake. I need to get some therapy. Like, they never give this kid a moment to process anything that's ever happened to him, except for these quippy little, like, 5-minute sessions with Dumbledore. It's like, does therapy exist in the wizarding world? Because I feel like they could all use a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. So, first day of this week is going to be Thursday. I feel like I planned this so much. I did this so much faster than the other base laydown, where I ended up deciding I was going to talk through it. And I don't know why that is, but we're just going to go with it. It's also easier because A, I'm not using 2 sets of underlays like I did in the last one. And B, they're just silver. So I have a ton of silver confetti underlays like this. And I used to think, like, what is the point of having something that you're just going to cover up anyway? Oh, I fluffed it. And the truth is, it makes it easier to lift the stickers. And I like that. I like the convenience. So that is the answer I didn't have when I would watch these Plan With Me's and go, why are people spending all this extra money on something that they're going to cover up anyway? Fast forward to me having a new hobby and a serious problem. Yeah, so I didn't prepare for this ahead of time because I didn't really think I was going to be filming this today, but it occurred to me that this was going to be 2 weeks, and if I am convalescing after this surgery, I might not be able to sit up this way to put this stuff down, which is kind of sad. So I figure let me just put it here and then go from there. Yeah, oh, that's gonna look cute. I like that. I don't have any hole reinforcers. I bought some from Carly Plans and I received them. Like, I definitely got them and I have no idea where I put them. So that's a problem. But anyway, Harry Potter. Okay, I have seen the Fantastic Beasts series. I did not read the book. I don't know if she talks about Newt Scamander. Oh, I guess I never shared what my house is. So I am a Hufflepuff, through and through, Hufflepuff. I think my husband is a Ravenclaw. And that is not a surprising combination. Lots of Ravenclaws marry Hufflepuffs. Or so I've been told. So I did do Pottermore a million years ago. I haven't looked at it in a very long time when they first launched it. And I was designated a Hufflepuff. And I can't remember what my Patronus was. I seriously don't recall. And to this day, if you asked me what I was, I don't think I'd be able to tell you. But the other thing that's kind of cool is one year, oh, I forgot about this. One of my good friends, this is back when I was in publishing, and you know, publishing people are good at throwing Harry Potter parties because we just know how to throw down. It was a costume Halloween party. You just had to come as a Harry Potter, anything. So my friend, the girls that were hosting it, one was Trelawney. The other was the Sorcerer's Stone. She wore all red. And she like had a gemstone made that was on the front of her thing. I went as a Patronus, and because I had a deer costume from Halloween way back when, and then they had them write the word always across my neckline. So I do have a picture of that. If I can find it, I will put it here. It's a little embarrassing, but that was one of the most amazing parties I'd ever been to. And they had it in their apartment, which was, I kid you not, probably 500 square feet tops. And all these people came. There were two girls that came as Fred and George, and then halfway through the party, one of them, I won't say who, but one of them became a deceased twin, which I was like, wow, that's like two costumes in one. So that was kind of fun. Oh, I haven't even done, good grief. I'm like going on and on. All right, so I'm gonna do all of these are so fun. I picked this bundle up. It was like one of the $5 bundles that she did when she did her $5 bundle sale. And it was awesome. I really like this bundle. She doesn't do a lot of themed bundles. Most of them are, and I'm really bad at doing this, so I'm gonna zoom in for you guys, but I have to remember to move the camera. I'm just really bad at getting these on straight. Okay. They're just really hard to get on straight. Okay. And I'm trying to do it in order, if that even matters, but you can definitely see the little footprints and things. Sometimes, you know, these designs are really beautiful when you print them out, but then when you take them apart, they're not as cute. And so I'm glad that these actually do look really cute on their own. So well done. See, that was a little off. It's hard to put them down. It's just, it's not my forte, okay? It's just not my will forte. All right. Let's see, what else? What else can I talk about for Harry Potter? I have tried butterbeer, I have tried fire whiskey, and I have tried, like all the cauldron soupy things they have at Universal Studios. I recently bought a bunch of the, what's it called? The Hershey's Kisses that are butterbeer themed. I'd love to know what people think of those. I thought they just basically tasted like butterscotch. I wasn't really that impressed. And they've also, I feel like, changed the flavor of butterbeer since I first had it. It's much, much sweeter now. And it just tastes like butterscotch soda. Like, I don't really taste the anything of like real significance there. So maybe I'm just being facetious, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, I like this color. And I actually have doodles in this color from the previous week, so I'm gonna make sure I pull those in. Because silver is so pretty as a foil, but it really disappears if it's not backed up by a color like this. Like, you can see it here, but it's kind of hard to see otherwise. Okay. All right, and then we'll use the fancy ones over here. So it did come with fancy ones right here. So got a little broom. Oh, that's so fun. And then you have a wand as the other one. See, I wish they were all like this. And they just as easily could have been. There's the wand, there's the broom. I could play my own version of this or that. Would you rather have a cat, an owl, a rat, or a toad? Listen, I know the owls are awesome, and I do love owls. Like, I really love them. But I'm so going with cat, because if I could have a cat come to school with me, forget it. Like, that would have been it. But I do love owls, so I'm actually going to use a little owl right up here. So he's like perching on the Thursday. And then I'm going to put my Carly Plan script for May, because at this point it's gonna be May. There you go. Okay. All right, so we did all of that. So now oh, I forgot to do the washi. All right, this washi is so fun. So we've got this really cool lightning pattern on top. And then the footsteps pattern that matches on the bottom. And I know that this is already patterned, but I think it works still. Yes, it does. That's really fun. Cool, cool, cool. I like this trend I'm seeing now of people, like, when their babies start to crawl, putting different houses in front of them to figure out like what house they're going to choose. I think this comes from a tradition of putting different, it was like choosing, are you going to have fame, fortune, love, success, like all those different things. But I like that people are doing it now with Harry Potter houses, which is so sweet. All right, let's see. There we go. Perfect. All right, last but certainly not least, I have to put overlays on everything. So we'll start at the top. We have so many different choices here. Okay, so I have this like snitch one, frame. These are like full-sized. I feel like I kind of want to do the we'll keep it simple and do it like this on the top, like that. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, then let's see, I'll do this like winged one for for the owl, the little frame. Right there, the snitch is covering it a little bit, but so cute. Oh, hi, Scooty Boot. So my black cat, Scooter, has joined. He wants pets, love, and snacky from me. So hopefully he jumps in this shot. Yeah, hi, baby. I love you. See, this is why I said cat. He said, are you talking about owls? Sorry, he's making the camera shake with his beautiful tail. So Scooty is one of 3 cats that my husband and I have the privilege of loving. And you can follow their personal Instagram account on Best Friends Forever with 3 R's. And I will try and remember to link that, but I usually forget. Okay. So let's do this fun framed thing right here. Oh, that's cute. That's really cool. Okay. And I guess I can do the Harry Potter, the 9 3/4 one right here. That's really fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm into this. I know I have to come back and do those, but I want to do these first. So for this one, I have half a scene. She does this kind of weird thing where she splits the scene up onto different things. And so now it's the same. She's just repeating the pattern because it's easier to do. The problem is it kind of changes the scene when you cut it like that. So, but there we go. So it still looks good. So now I have, I'll just do this one here to round out this side. That looks great. Okay, and then I need this one. So how about I do the full, actually I'll do the snitch one down here too. She put out this, oh, I messed that up. That's okay. She put out this Diagon Alley kit that I didn't pick up because it was during my Lent thing where I had sworn off buying physical stickers. And it actually kind of broke me of the habit of spending money on physical stickers, so it was a good thing. But now it's not available anymore, and I have to wait for her to do another pop mystery thing in order for me to like do stuff. So that's kind of a bummer. Whoa. Oh no. Man, why is that not lining up? That is completely off. It looks like the hat is in the cereal. But you know what? I don't care. Okay. I guess I have to do this like that. And then I will do I guess this one again. actually gonna move this to this page because I'm gonna save this silver thing. I could probably use those as top headers for something else. That is done. Okay. And I will use the silver numbers that come with this kit, I guess, because why not? So it is May 1st, it's May Day. And that is it. I'm gonna save the other pieces for the rest of the kit. But yeah, so that is everything. And I'm just gathering all my materials. And there's kitty hair all over. Thank you, Scooty, for blessing kitty, for blessing my thing. And here you go. So that is the full spread. I think it came out super well. I like this space. It's simple, classic, but does the job. Okay. I will see you next time for the full laydown. Have a good one.